guys. Today on Fullerton Professional Organizing, I am going to talk about holiday organizing. Now, some of this is just for the coming Christmas season, but some of this can be used for any holiday. But here are some of my tips for holiday organizing. And first, let's just take a deep breath. We're not going to get stressed out. We're not going to get overwhelmed. That is where the organizing comes in, and it keeps you from being overwhelmed and stressed out. And I want to help you simplify the season, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is set some goals. The thing you need to do before doing anything else is establish what your values are and the goals for you and your family during the holidays. If you feel overwhelmed by thinking about the holidays this early, it's only a month, but you could start in October. Just take comfort in the fact that preparing for the holiday season now will be you'll be way ahead of the game, and it'll be less stressful the week of and the day of Christmas. Okay? Now, here are just some suggestions on the first week of December. If you still mail out Christmas cards, go ahead and get that ready. Decorate your home. Ask everyone to make Christmas wish lists. Make your budget. Plan the menu. Maybe buy your turkey or ham. I know that for Thanksgiving, I tried to buy my turkey and they were out at Sam's Club. We did have to go to H-E-B. And all I needed was a turkey breast because it's just my husband and I and my son. So we didn't need a big, huge turkey. So go ahead and get that, put it in your freezer, and it'll be ready to go. Now, simplify and streamline your Christmas cards, if that's something that you still do. I have to admit, and maybe it's shame on me, I don't send out Christmas cards anymore, but I do still every year get Christmas cards from two of my cousins, which happen to be siblings, and both of their families still send out Christmas cards. I think my youngest brother and his family send out Christmas cards, and I am very impressed, and kudos to them, and I am very proud of that. I do have an aunt and uncle that do send a Christmas letter every year, and I used to do that every year. And then when I stopped sending Christmas cards, I did the Christmas letter every year. But I just stopped doing it, and I'm not gonna say that I regret it. I do feel guilty, but it does relieve a lot of time and energy to make memories instead of addressing cards. So take that with a grain of salt. Do what you do and what you like to do, but here's some ways to make it simpler. If you still mail out Christmas cards, make a list of all your friends, family, and coworkers that you want to send cards to. You'll also want to start keeping and gathering the addresses of those that are sending you cards. Go ahead and write those addresses down so you can throw those envelopes away. And then you can keep track of cards that you receive. Add these people to your list. If you are using photo cards, take your photo as soon as possible, maybe in October, maybe sooner. This way you will have your photo ready when it's time to order your cards. As for the often daunting task of card sending, give yourself a break during the busy Christmas season and maybe consider doing a New Year's card. That's an idea, okay? Automate your card list. Enter contact information on a spreadsheet and make those labels. Go ahead and make those Christmas labels and those address labels. That way they'll be ready to go for next year. If you streamline that on your computer, all you have to do is add the new addresses. You'll have it all ready to go. That will make your Christmas card giving a lot easier every year as well. Maybe that's something I need to do so I can get back to sending out Christmas cards. We'll see how that goes. Now, on the second week of December, here are some ideas that you can make sure you're gonna do is start buying all those presents, although you can start early. Mail out of town gifts, pre-make desserts that you can freeze, donate any unused items. While you're doing all of this and you run across some unused items, go ahead and donate them. Sell, and if there's anything that you need to sell, go ahead and sell those. Those will give you a little bit of extra cash for Christmas as well. Now, start your shopping early. I used to always start in October. My husband really didn't like that. He likes to get closer to Christmas and do the Christmas shopping. But some people like to buy little things all year long. One great idea that I heard many years ago is every time you have a family member that has a birthday, buy a Christmas gift for them on their birthday. You don't always give every one of your family members a birthday present, but you might want to get them a little something for Christmas so you can buy it on their birthday, and that it spreads all your Christmas giving out throughout the year. Now, if it's just your immediate family, then you just pick up a few extra items on their birthday and save it for Christmas. That also works. But maybe start drawing when you get together with his side of the family and your side of the family. Maybe right after Christmas, y'all draw names for the next year, and everybody will know who they're going to buy a gift for, and they have all year to buy that gift. I don't know, just some ideas I'm throwing out there if you like that kind of stuff. But start picking out things like stocking stuffers and hostess gifts now. It's also a good idea to grab wrapping paper, cards now, so you aren't looking for them at the last minute. And I tell you what, the best place to buy those things are at Dollar Tree, because they're less expensive there than anywhere else. You can also wrap your gifts as you buy them, unless you prefer the holiday spirit in full swing when you wrap gifts and like to wait until closer to the holiday and do a marathon wrapping session. But keep it simple. Think simple. Keeping it simple doesn't make it less special. Matter of fact, sometimes it makes it more special, because you can slow down and enjoy the season. You know how they say stop to smell the roses? You can slow down and smell the Christmas tree and the Christmas, all those Christmas scents. Okay? You can take note of traditions, old and new. Maybe purchase a Christmas planner, or buy a spiral notebook and use it. But use something that you can keep notes of all the traditions, old and new, food, movies, music, decorations, treats, and outings. Anything that you want to write down that you want to remember in the future. Even if you're just writing it in a spiral notebook to rewrite later on something nicer and prettier to keep over the years. But keep track of your favorite holiday moments and memories is both great way to keep those memories over the years, as well as create a reference for yourself for next year so that you can see what you want to do again. Be prepared when relatives ask what to buy your spouse and children. That's where organizing and decluttering comes in. check the toy chest and the closets and declutter anything you're not using or the kids aren't playing with to make room for the new items. As you pull your decorations out, decorate, and then what's left over. See what it is that you can let go of that you don't think you'll use again. Declutter your Christmas decorations and Christmas ornaments as you are decorating for that season. Anything that's broken, anything that you just don't think you'll use again, or if there's a special memory attached to it but you're not going to use it again. Let's say you're decorating your Christmas tree in all pink roses, but you have like this Star Wars ornament that was one of your kids. Pack it in a memory bin for that child. And now don't overdo it. Don't just say, oh, this is all my junk Christmas ornaments and my junk Christmas decorations that I'm getting rid of, and instead of donating them to Goodwill, I'm just going to donate them to my kids. No, don't do that. Just donate the very special memory items so they can have something special when they move out of the nest and do their first Christmas tree. At least they'll have something to start with when they move out. Okay, now let's see. All right, and you know, if you like to set up your decorations the same every year, make sure you take pictures, make sure you document all of that, and make a step-by-step process so that it can be done again the next year. Also, keep your decorations simple too. I watched a YouTube video of someone who said for Christmas she sticks to winter items, snow and pine tree type decorations, so that it'll go for any Christmas season and she can keep it out for winter in the January and February months. Now I like that idea. Do a winter decor, snowflakes and Christmas and trees, forest, pine cones, but then add in a few of your Christmas sprigs. That way you just take the Christmas sprigs out and you have your winter decor. Both ways are simple and easy. Now, there are going to be years you're going to want to do the over-the-top Christmas decorating. Some years I do over-the-top decorating. I have all that energy. I want to do it. It's fun. I love it. But then the next year, I may not have any energy and may just stick to just the simple winter scene, stick in a few Christmas sprigs. Same with the wreaths. It's a winter wreath, Christmas sprigs, and then take the Christmas sprigs out and put those away, and then you still have your winter decor that you can keep out through January, depending on where you live, February. For us, it starts to warm up in February, so that's when we do we put that away for Valentine's. But sometimes you can mix your Valentine's with that winter decor, because in your area it's probably still snow on the ground. But here it's hot. It starts getting hot in December and it warms up all the way until summer. It may feel springy in the air, but not very much. Okay, so start setting your budget, making all those checklists that you need, and check it twice. Take an inventory before you buy anything. It's very tempting to pick up new tableware and decorations. Knowing exactly what you have before buying anything new, and set a budget. Don't overspend. If a budget doesn't allow for cards this year, then send email cards. E-cards. Consider handmade gifts such as baked goods, photo gifts, and customized playlists. Simple, heartfelt gifts as well, especially those that make shopping easier. Enjoy buying gift cards that encourage loved ones to spend time together, like gift cards to the movie, or to play putt-putt together. I don't know, things that families can create memories with. Dinner, movie. When it comes time to wrap gifts, have a gift wrapping party with your girlfriends and some hot cocoa, and all of your girlfriends can wrap all of their kids' gifts and spouses' gifts and families' gifts, whoever they need to wrap gifts, and you can all bring your supplies and wrap gifts. You could even coordinate all of your Christmas wrapping in case everybody brings just red and green, or everybody just brings blue and white. So if you run out or they run out, you can borrow from each other's pile and supply so that nobody runs out of wrapping paper. It's important to create a space for all your wrapping needs. Keep a holiday storage bin for gift wrapping supplies. It will keep everything in its place, and you will know exactly where to go for these supplies the next time you need them. Okay, make a list of everyone you will be buying gifts for this season. I think we already said that. That was a repeat on my part. If you are making any gifts, make a list of what you're making, who you're making this for, the supplies you need, how much you need to spend, and when you need to start and finish the projects. If you have a vinyl cutting machine, there are lots and lots of ideas on Pinterest for vinyl gifts. I have bought some pot holders that are rubber on one side and has a pocket on the other side. I put some Christmas cut out vinyl sayings, decorative vinyl quotes for Christmas, and put those on ironed those onto the pot holders, and then I put a cookie mix or a muffin mix inside the pocket, and I've given those as little co-worker gifts and little girlfriend gifts, and hopefully none of them will see this until after Christmas, but if they do, I'm just glad you're watching and listening to my podcast. So that is okay, absolutely okay. Another idea I've had is I've bought blank aprons and vinyl, put vinyl decor on aprons. I have dish towels. I have put vinyl decor on dish towels, and those are things that you can find fairly inexpensively. And also every year I bake cinnamon rolls and give those out to co-workers if I can. There have been Christmases that I have been so busy that I didn't have time, but I think this year I'll have some extra time. Now, start planning your menu for your holiday. Ask your guests to start confirming they're coming. They'll start asking what they can bring. Take them up on their offers. People want to chip in, especially during the holidays. Let them make and bring their easy. This is an idea that I kind of improvised from Minimal Mom. When she goes to Bible study, every person in Bible study brings the exact same thing every time. So they always know what they're going to have, and it's something that the person that's bringing it already has the recipe in their head. They make it. It's easy for them. They don't have to think about it. And if you have a favorite item that you love to bake or cook or make during the holidays, that will be your thing. That'll be your dessert or your side dish. like I said, I love cinnamon rolls, and I love to make those for events and places that I go to. So that way everyone knows that that's what they're bringing, especially if it's your family gathering. Aunt so and so always brings the pink dessert. Aunt so and so always brings the green bean casserole, and that person brings that same thing every single year. It's once a year, so it's not like you're going to get bored. These are all Christmas favorites, things that they love to make and things that they love to eat. So it simplifies Christmas. And if it's at your house, all you have to do is make the turkey and 2 side dishes. That's it. Let everybody else bring everything else. That'll simplify it for you as well. And if you want to even make a dessert, wait until the Christmas day and make it a Christmas memory for everyone to bake cookies together. Everyone that wants to bake cookies can bake cookies together. But if that's too stressful, then don't do that. But create memories. The food is a great memory, but it's not the only memory that you're making for Christmas. So make memories and let go of all the small details that that are not important. Okay, let your guests bring the other food items and do not stress over the unnecessary details. As your guests start to confirm their coming, I think I already read that, didn't I? Okay, you can start by looking at the meals you will need to plan. Gather together your favorite recipes and make them all on a recipe page. Choose your favorite appetizers, main dishes, side dishes, desserts, and add them to each meal planning sheet, but delegate, okay? Having this part of your Christmas planning finished will save you so much time when it comes time to cook. If you make cookies or treats for the holiday to share or to have in your home for your family and guests, you can make a list of what you plan to make and keep track of that as well. Having the items you need to bake these items make it easy for you to bake ahead when a recipe allows for that when you have time. Week before Christmas, there are things that you can do in the last 2 weeks, the 1 to 2 weeks leading up to the big event that you can really help you. It's almost here. The week is when you prepare and get your home ready for that big day. Do the deep cleaning, wrap the last minute gifts, buy batteries, prepare the table and place settings, put together your master shopping list, clean out the fridge so you can make room for all the prepared foods, find your linens, dig out your serving dishes, pull out your slow cookers too. Do a final grocery run. Okay, those are all things that you can do. Use a holiday meal cooking schedule. Now, I know on Pinterest you can search up food cooking schedules, and it'll have everything out on a schedule, how much time it takes to cook and when to put it in. You can just about find anything you need on Pinterest. So you can find pre-made schedules on Pinterest. Working backwards, you can figure out what dishes to cook, what temperatures, things that you can make ahead, and what dishes to put them in. Pop this on your counter, and if guests are helping you, they'll know exactly what's next. And if something goes wrong, don't panic. Serve up some appetizers. I buy some appetizers from Sam's Club, but you can buy any appetizers you want, and that way there's always something to nibble on in between. I especially do that when it's just me, my husband, and my son, because we don't need the huge turkey. So I like to have little appetizers we can eat throughout the day to make it fun. Take the time to set the table the night before, and it will be one less thing to worry about the next day. It also gives you a chance to notice things that you might not have thought of, so that you can have someone else pick it up on their way. Do the cloth napkins? Do the cloth napkins need ironing? Did you forget matches for the candles? You don't want to find this out 30 minutes before your guests start arriving. And take some time out for yourself the next morning. Starting the day off with some food and some caffeine, a cup of coffee, will help you prepare to tackle your list. You'll also be less likely to nibble on foods all day if you take time to have a proper breakfast. As much as we all like the family style meals, buffet is a great option, okay? It's practical for a large family. Buffets offer a stress-free way to entertain during the holidays and let you keep dishes warm on hot plates and in slow cookers. You know, they have the slow cookers that have the 1, 2, 3 dish, and you can put food in there as it runs out and it'll keep it warm all day. It's easier for guests to get up and help themselves to seconds, and it keeps, you could even put your gravy in one. It'll keep your gravy warm. Stack plates and bowls at the start of the buffet and keep napkins and cutlery on the tables if you can. Set the table away from the walls, doors. Allow enough room for guests to access it from both sides if possible. And keep drinks and desserts in a separate area just so that it prevents overcrowding. Shortcuts for making the sides for holiday dinners are use those crock pots like we just mentioned. Prep as much food ahead of time as you can. And let's see here. Hold on, the rest of my notes. Okay, well, that is it for this. If you have travel time, if you're traveling out of town for the holidays, make sure you check the weather and possibly, if you can, mail your packages ahead of time and wrap them, put them all in a box and ship them ahead of time, or especially if you don't have room in your vehicle for all your luggage and all your packages, and just have a safe holiday. When you're taking down all those decorations at the end of the Christmas season, go ahead and declutter again. Are you going to use these same decorations again next year, or maybe the next year? Did anything break while you had company and something got broken? Go back through those decorations again before you pack them up and declutter again. Every holiday, declutter as you're decorating and declutter as you're undecorating, and that will help maintain some of your you won't have too big of an overflow of extra decorations that you no longer use, especially if you bought a few new items that year. They always say one in and one out. The new stuff should replace some of the older things that you maybe are tired of. So go ahead and do that. Have a safe holiday, and I will see you on the next podcast. Thank you for watching.